PP Yong, maybe you can share with us what made you become JCI PJ member, what attracted you to this NGO?
Alright, thank you for inviting me for this interview. Actually, first of all, I've never heard of this organization in the first place. And it was the late Dato Patrick who actually roped us in. I was made to understand that he gave a bit of donation to the president at the time. And one of the demands that he made was to actually give a couple of free memberships to Satu Jaya so that it would train the executives of Satu Jaya in a way to train us up. So he actually registered Michael Yap and myself, and for 1 year we actually didn't join any activities. We weren't involved in any activities at all. So we just left it as that until the general meeting. Okay, the members' general meeting at the end of the term. Okay, and I didn't attend. I mean, I was given notice. I didn't attend, but Michael Yap attended. So he attended, and as usual, he made lots of noise in the meeting, asking why we weren't informed about things like this, and we don't even know any of the activities that's going on. So, and as usual, in JCs, the more noise you make, then they will give you a position. So you will end up doing what you question, which I think Michael took up the challenge. I think he was voted in to be one of the board of directors, and he put me in as one of the assistant treasurer at the time, and somehow I still left it as that until one day. That time I think it was JCI Petaling. Okay, he met up with me and says that, hey, look, we need to clean up some of the chapter accounts. So I helped him. I basically helped the chapter to tidy up the accounts so that the accounts can come out. And from then on, I actually learned a lot about what JC is all about and things like that. So JC Alex, at that time he was the president. He invited me to attend one of the meetings. And I said, okay, I attend one of the meetings, and that meeting was actually IAB meeting. Basically his own IAB. At that time, we don't hold the IAB so early. We normally hold it about March, that time. And I know nothing about it. Attended the meeting, and first time he says that, look, here's paper, here's a pen. Can you please jot down the minutes of the meeting? And I was like, whoa, what's this? And that's how I started my actual journey.
Can you share with us what positive changes that you see after joining JCI PJ?
There are a few positive changes that happened to me. Actually, I didn't realize this after a while. You won't realize it in the initial part. You think that, hey, what am I doing here, kind of thing. But after a while, you learn that you understand organization better. It actually builds up organization skills. And also you will learn doing things that you have not learned before. Like technically, I'm in accounts, so doing accounts is very natural for me. But to get sponsorships, to write minutes, and also to organize the floor, it's something entirely new to me. So those are the things that I learned. So at the end of the day, it makes me a better person as a whole. So rather than just looking at figures and numbers, you also look into relationships with people. You also look into things that you have never learned before, and which will come handy later on in your career progress. Okay, I think that would be.
Yeah, I think it's a very good sharing because a lot of people or a lot of young members coming in know how it impact you, but after reflect back, then you have changed. Like from an accountant, you just look at the normal figures, but you never have a chance to experience other things other than your profession.
Yeah, most of the cases.
Yeah. So can you share with us what are the things that you like about JCI Petaling?
Oh, like I mentioned before, you get yourself involved in many areas of organizational skills. So one of them is, let's say, I've known people who are engineers. They have not touched accounts before. So I would actually encourage them to take up the treasurer post or to write minutes and things like that. During our time, I think one of the skills lacking is parliamentary procedures. Why? It's because not many people actually get to go to ANCs and area meets. So they do not know what parliamentary procedures is. And even if they attend, chances of them going up to speak or to make a suggestion, it's rare. But I find that very useful. So I try to attend as many classes as I can, which was rare at that time. They don't even actually hold parliamentary procedures classes, unlike now. So we just learn bits and pieces of things, learn from the older members, learn from the past presidents who have got more experience, and attend more meets and try to understand how a meeting is conducted in a more efficient manner. One of them would be, I remember meeting used to drag on right up past midnight, and everybody was talking everything, and without proper minutes and procedures, you cannot easily end meeting. So I think now with the new members and with the new trainings that you have, it's very good that you all can actually end meetings on time, have very short and very precise discussions. That's really good, and it's very useful in real life. Instead of dragging meeting on, which I don't know, in real life it actually happens, and when you bring in the type of organizational skills that you have, meeting skills that you have, and if you can end meeting short, technically you can impress a lot of people. And they were actually impressed and asked us, how do we manage to conduct meetings in such an efficient manner? And we just tell them we join the GCs, that's all.
Yeah. Okay, good. So can you share with us what are your greatest moments or achievement during your time in JCI?
Greatest achievement in my time, I cannot get all the credit because as a president, you work as a team, you work as a lone ranger. I don't think you can last 3 months, seriously. And the team should get the achievement rather than me. But that took many months to plan. OC was JCI Senator and she did a really good job. We even got a minister to officiate the event, and the event also was mentioned in the Malaysian Book of Records. What we did was we wanted to raise funds for the Leukemia Trust Fund, and we found that the Leukemia Trust Fund was pretty low on funds, and we were giving out things like 200-300 per person at that time because of the lack of funds. So we thought that it would be a good idea if we actually top up the fund, and which we did. I think I can't really recall the figures because it was so long ago. I think easily it would have touched 20,000, and that time was quite
substantial,
a huge sum. So that was one of the objectives that we did. And other thing was we introduced a lot of small trainings. At that time, trainings was hard to come by. There were lack of trainers actually. Either you get the very popular national trainers, which is very difficult for them to train just your local chapter, and there were lack of so-called intermediate trainers to train local chapters. of course, at that time we still had Senator Richard who with us, and he did some of the trainings, and we initiated a project called Train the Trainers, basically to train us, okay, to at least conduct certain type of trainings to new members that comes in. And so almost every month we have at least a training, small trainings. We train up like 10 people, 12 people. Not only train the trainers, but also get the trainers to practice what they have learned and train other members so that they can polish up their training methods. So that was another thing we did, and I think also we did a lot of social gatherings and things like that. We had almost one gathering per month at least because we are a family, so we would like to keep it that way.
Good. Thank you so much for your sharing.
I would like to mention one more thing to add. During my term as president, I went to ANC in Sabah, and I was put into the debate team actually. And that time, people don't really participate in debates, and when they say no, we're going to have a debate at a certain time in the ANC program, and we find that there isn't any members. So that time, the president, JCI Petaling Jaya, he just came up from there and just wrote me in and said, "Hey, Yong, you better go and join the debate team. We actually lack of members." So I was pulled in, and so happened we actually won the debate.
National level.
Yeah.
Wow.
At national level. So you can put that as an achievement if you want.
Okay, good. Thank you so much for that. I mean, that day also PP Isaac also bring back his trophy from long time ago.
Oh,
Yeah. Apparently our JCI PJ is actually quite good in our English debate. we have won many.
Right, he didn't tell me that.
Like 1989 or 1990s.
Right.
They already won. You are one of our debaters, so.
Roped in.
Wrote in, but still can win.
It was
without preparation.
Yeah, without preparation. They give you 5 minutes into the topic. Now, can you please go up to the stage and get yourself but then that was not the PJ team. That was basically anybody. They just formed 2 teams to carry on the program. But
it's something that is also memorable to you.
Yes. Actually, it exposed me to a bit more things than my regular life. I think one of them is to attend a lot of meetings, whether it's ANC or the area meet. And in the area meet, there's a lot of social programs. I found out that I do dance. At that time, it was an in thing. We don't have so many types of entertainment as we have now. So opening up a dance party at the end of the meeting, it's quite common at that time. And another thing is show acting. They always put in a slot in a talent time, somewhere in the mid, as some sort of entertainment or practice your so-called other skills. And after we did the team actually, PJ team, we did our presentation, and we did a small sketch actually. And after the sketch, there were members from other presidents actually from other chapters who actually came up to me and commented, "Hey, I didn't know you could act," kind of thing. So yeah.
Maybe we can allocate a session for you during the 40th IMB.
That was 3 years ago.
The dancing skills. Okay, thank you so much. Can you share with us who's the most memorable person, one person during your time in JCI PJ, and why?
There are many. But if I were just to mention one, I would say JCI Alex. Why? Because he actually actively involved me in JCs and opened up a whole new door to me to explore basically. So yes, I have to give my thanks to him, and also not forgetting JCI St. Patrick, who actually registered Michael and myself to be in JCs in the first place, to kickstart the wonderful journey that I spent the JCs family.
Thank you so much for your sharing.
Right.
So, can you describe yourself in 5 words?
I can explore things that I've never done before. I mean, in legal terms. And that actually helps me to realize my inner self better.
Thank you so much for your interview session and spending time with us today.
Alright.
We have gained a lot from, this is a short session with all the PPs.
Yeah,
So thank you so
welcome.
much. Thank you so much.